July 20, 2018, 7:35 p.m. Carnoustie, Scotland. Right about the time Bernhard Langer, playing in his 31st British Open, was standing before a small group of reporters discussing his impressive accomplishment of making the cut at age 60, Justin Rose was standing on the 18th green sweating over a 15-foot putt he needed to drain to make the cut and play the weekend at Carnoustie. Rose, ranked number 3 in the world, made that birdie putt Friday to get to 3 over and survive the cut. Earlier, Dustin Johnso, the No. 1 ranked player in the world, and Justin Thomas, ranked No. 2, missed the cut. This is the everlasting beauty of the British Open. It's the most open, attainable championship of all. Almost anyone in the field can win it, and no one, not even the best players in the world, is immune to flaming out. How open is this Open Championship entering weekend play? 13 players, including some of the best in the world and some you probably never have heard of, are within 3 shots of the lead, which is held by Zach Johnson and Kevin Kisner at 6 under. Tommy Fleetwood, Xander Schauffele and Pat Perez, who's playing in his 25th career major championship and has never had as much as a sniff of winning one, are 1 shot back at 5 under. Rory McIlroy, Matt Kuchar, Tony Finau and 2 little-known South Africans named Erik van Rooyen and Xander Lombard are 2 shots back at 4 under. Defending champion Jordan Spieth, Ricky Fowler and Kevin Chappell are 3 shots back at 3 under. Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson also are well within contention at even par, just 6 shots back. Hang on tight for a wild weekend at Carnoustie. This has potential to be as fiery a 36-hole finish as the browned-out fairways on the venerable championship course with the reputation as the toughest of all the open courses. Zach Johnson, Kisner, Spieth and Fowler are sharing a house down the street from the course with a private chef cooking them meals and massage therapists on duty. They have a pact that if any one of them wins the claret jug, he will foot the bill for the private jet back to America. So suffice it to say there's a lot on the line for everybody. I'd be happy to fork that over, Johnson said of the bill for the private jet. Asked what he has learned from the likes of Johnson, who won the 2015 British Open, or Spieth, who owns 3 major championships, while at the house, Kisner said, "I learned that everybody's going through the same stuff and trying to shoot the lowest score possible, and everybody puts their pants on the same way I do. So they just won a few more times than I have and probably got a couple more zeros in their bank account." When it was suggested to Johnson that, when people see the name Johnson on the leaderboard of a major championship they must assume it's Dustin Johnson, Zach said, "I've been called Dustin many times. I doubt he's been called Zach that many times. Maybe some people do assume, when they see the name up there, that it's Dustin," he said. How many tournaments has he won? 2018. There you go, Johnson said. It's a pretty safe assumption. But, I guess Johnson. Zach Johnson, winner of a Masters and that British Open, has put himself in fantastic position to have his name engraved on the cherished claret jug for a second time. Fleetwood, who owns the competitive Carnoustie course record of 63 when he shot 9 under at last year's Alfred Dunhill Links Championship, where par was 72, not the 71 it is for the Open, shot a 6 under 65 on Friday. Tommy Fleetwood reiters, "It's no course record, but it will do for today," Fleetwood said with a smile. "It was a spirited effort. It was a spirited effort in some less than spirited weather, with an annoying steady rain falling throughout the morning session." Fleetwood's round was buoyed by the final round 63 he shot at Shinnecock Hills last month when he nearly stole the US Open with a charge from behind. The round itself was just something that was very special and very close to being a one and only round, Fleetwood said. But to be a part of history was really cool. I don't really think you can get a much tougher test than Shinnecock or Carnoustie. You're on the toughest test in golf. Asked about the possibility of becoming the first Englishman to win a British Open in 26 years, Fleetwood said, "It would be very special. I can't lie about it. If I could pick one tournament in my life to win, it would be the Open. I've never been anywhere near winning it before.